Okay, so we all know the analogy, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Mentors are really, really important. And in this business, they are as well. Now, the advantage that we have in today's age is that you can build your tribe of mentors with any authors, podcasters, YouTubers that you want to, because everybody is creating so much content. And so every investor should go out and build their tribe, build their personal team of counsel, right? You don't have to know them personally, just podcasters, authors, investment managers that are putting out content, all of this. Now, when you're looking at assembling your stable of personalities that you're going to keep going back to and learning from, here's a couple things that have helped me. Number one, you want to find individuals that communicate in a way that resonates with you. Their communication style is one that you enjoy, right? Learning from, right? Because if you don't enjoy the learning process, you're not going to keep going back to the trough. If the learning process is arduous and the content is too complex or technical for you to really wrap your mind around, you're not going to be excited to go back every day. And back to our first slide, right? How much time do you have to invest in being an investor? Not today, but every day, because investing is like anything. You don't hit the gym today and get jacked tomorrow. You got to build this into your lifestyle and let it compound over time. Learning is just the same. So you want to find personalities that are fun, right? Who put out content that you enjoy listening to, reading, or watching, because that's the only way you're going to go back. And when you enjoy something, you just retain more, obviously. Now, hypercritical that when you find, and I do recommend going back to the same people, by the way. I mean, you could just pick a new guru every day of the week. But frankly, going back to the same personalities allows you to understand how they think about the market. It allows you to understand when they're right, why they're right, when they're wrong, why they were wrong, what they missed, right? And it helps frame your own thinking if you go back to the same brain, right, consistently and follow their journey for an extended period of time. I found that to be very, very beneficial. And on that same page, you want to look at the personalities that you're listening to and make sure you've also got somebody on the other side of that argument. So if you've got some personalities that are bullish on junior mining or the gold sector, make sure you find some that are bearish. Because if you trap yourself in the vacuum and in your own echo chamber, you're the one that gets whacked, right? You want to make sure you're hearing both sides of every argument.
Quick break here. This episode is brought to you by West Red Lake Gold Mines. Now, if you know nothing about West Red Lake Gold Mines, let me tell you one thing. This company was founded on the back of a transaction where they purchased the Madsen mine in northwestern Ontario in an area called the Red Lake Gold District, which to date has produced around 30 million ounces of gold from some of the richest gold deposits in the world. Now, what they paid for this mine versus what they got has led legendary mining entrepreneur Frank Giustra to call this transaction the deal of the decade. And Bob Moriarty, founder of 321 Gold, was recently on my show calling West Red Lake Gold Mines one of the 2 most undervalued gold companies in Canada. If you're curious why these individuals are so excited about West Red Lake Gold Mines, hit the link below to learn more. Now back to the episode.
One little caveat I'll add to this, and it's kind of controversial, it might get me in trouble at this show, is I tell people to beware of the guru. Now, there's a lot of money to be made in financial media publishing. And I would just say, as a general rule of thumb, if the publisher is selling content and the brand name is tied to a specific asset, since this is a mining conference, we're going to pick on crypto. Let's say this is the Crypto Speculator investment newsletter. What is the probability that the Crypto Speculator writer is ever going to write you a letter that says, you know what? It's time to sell everything. This market's going to shit for the next 5 years, right? Look somewhere else. If their brand is the Crypto Speculator, they're never going to do that because it's horrible for business, all right? They will tell you what they need to tell you to keep you interested in what they're selling, right? It's a general rule. It's not an absolute truth, right? But I like this rule, and as a consequence, I prefer individuals who publish under their own name and never marry an asset class, because there's a good time and a bad time to buy everything, right? You want to buy when it's good. You don't want to buy when it's bad, all right? Junior mining the same, gold, crypto, real estate. There's a good time to enter and a good time to sell, all right? So as a consequence, I like people who will publish under their own name, because what they're willing to protect, or what they're trying to protect, is their reputation, not your interest in a specific thing that they have to promote.